Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Schwalik, author, speaker, educator, and the director of NTC Health and Fitness in Plano, Texas. Why am I so hungry all the time? I just ate. If you have type 2 diabetes and feel hungry all the time, this video is for you. In this video, we will cover 3 different scenarios that occurred with real clients of mine to help you learn 3 common reasons why you may feel hungry even though you may have just had a meal. Scenario number 1, Richard. Richard is a client of mine who has type 2 diabetes, and his wife and mother did not understand why he was so hungry all the time. He said that it felt as though he couldn't help it, that even after he ate his meal, he still felt hungry and would often go back for second or third helpings. I explained to them what was happening inside Richard's body. This is what I said. If we have a cell, and it does not matter what kind of cell we have, it could be a brain cell, a liver cell, stomach cell, muscle cell, any kind of cell in your body. And insulin, the job of insulin is to get glucose inside the cell. But there's a barrier around the cell preventing insulin from doing its job. The glucose is not going to get inside the cell because of the barrier. And so your cells are going to create chemicals that tell your brain that you are hungry. This is what was happening to Richard. He was very insulin resistant, meaning that his body was making insulin, but the cells did not recognize it to get the glucose inside the cells. So he was hungry all the time. What we did with Richard was resensitize the cell receptors using a specific step-by-step diet and specific vitamin and mineral herbal supplements targeted toward the cells of his organs and glands that helped to remove that barrier so that insulin could do its job and get glucose inside the cells. He shared with me that 7 days after he started his program with me, the hunger went away completely and has not come back. He has been able to lose weight ever since, even while eating 3 good meals per day. Scenario number 2, sugar cravings and hunger are very common with type 2 diabetes. A few of my clients, like Lisa, have told me things like, I know where every donut shop is in this city, because they have such terrible cravings. If you're purposely running errands near donut shops or other places selling sugary junk, you know what I mean. We talked about one reason for hunger, because your cells don't recognize insulin. They aren't getting enough glucose, resulting in you feeling hungry. On my program, those hunger cravings usually stop within the first 2 weeks. If they don't, you may be like Lisa and have an infection like yeast, fungus, or bacteria, which can also send powerful signals to your brain telling you to eat sugar or simple carbohydrates. This is exactly what was happening with Lisa. She would wake up in the morning thinking about what type of sugar she was going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. She planned her whole day around where she was going to buy it, how she was going to hide it from her husband, what she was going to do with it. The sugar cravings quickly went away when the infection was knocked out. She said it was like a miracle that she no longer craved sugar, and she didn't feel so hungry all the time. The third scenario of why you may feel hungry, even though you just had a meal, is that you drink diet drinks or use artificial sweeteners to sweeten your food and beverages. The cause of the hunger is that artificial sweeteners seem to increase your sugar cravings. The theory is that our bodies sense that sweetness of the food and expect the calories. When you consume the artificial sweetener without the calories, your body continues to crave the calories, so you end up eating more calories later on. A client of mine did an experiment. The only thing she changed in her diet was she eliminated diet soda. She was in the habit of drinking 1 diet soda per day, and when she stopped that habit, she lost 7 pounds in the space of a year. It is possible to make a change that makes a difference. Artificial sweeteners are hundreds to thousands of times sweeter than sugar. It has been found that repeated exposure to a flavor trains your flavor preferences. Think of how your taste buds get used to new flavors when you make changes in your diet. When people cut back on their intake of salt or fat, for example, there will be a preference for lower levels of these in their diets after several weeks. Anyone who gets used to drinking plain water will tell you that artificial sweeteners taste too strong for them from then on. The same is true for salty foods. You have now learned 3 possible reasons why you may feel hungry, even if you've just eaten a meal. To find out more information about how I can help you and your diabetes issues, please contact my office today. Thank you.